Hello, I'm Sadia Batool, a Pennsylvania Office of Child Development and Early Learning Policy Fellow, founder and administrator of Pennsylvania Community Inclusion for All, a project that highlights the importance of and provides resources for meaningful community inclusion geared towards Pennsylvania children ages birth to grade 6. Today, I'm here to talk with Thomas Diagostino from TechOwl. He's the Outreach and Training Coordinator at TechOwl. Hello, Thomas.
Hello.
I'm so glad you're here, and I really appreciate you taking time today and talking with us about TechOwl. Please share a little bit about yourself and your role at TechOwl.
Thank you so much for inviting us. I know myself and the team is super excited to be able to share our resources with you and your entire community. So my name is Tom. I am the Outreach and Training Coordinator, which is a very general title to kind of say that I do a little bit of everything. We run our social media platform. You can find us at TechOwlPA, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the like, as well as YouTube. Additionally, I also run our fabrication program where I help kind of bring the DIY culture into assistive technology. And get people some assistive devices for free or for cheap by using just generally accessible materials in the home or with 3D printing as well. So those are the programs that I run, but TechOwl has a plethora of more programs.
Okay. Would you like to share a little bit more about what TechOwl is and what makes it stand out as a resource?
Absolutely. So TechOwl is the Assistive Technology Act program for the state of Pennsylvania. The interesting thing about this act is that every single state in the country has one, including every territory. So TechOwl just happens to be the one that is for the state of Pennsylvania. I call it the mothership, is located in Philadelphia, but uniquely we have 8 regional centers throughout the state of Pennsylvania. So we try as hard as we can to provide all of our resources as local as possible throughout the state. And we are tasked not only with assisting people to acquire those devices, assistive devices, we are also tasked to educate people about assistive technology. Not just individuals and families with children or family loved ones with disabilities. Additionally, we help service coordinators and organizations that work with diverse populations.
That is wonderful. Would you like to share how TechOwl supports families with young children ages birth to grade 6?
Absolutely. So TechOwl is unique in that we assist all people from birth till senior. Okay. But many of our programs are kind of geared or shifted for like different age ranges. We have 4 highlight programs that I kind of wanted to share during this interview. First being our reuse program. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times the acquisition of technology is a daunting task. Technology is very expensive, and sometimes it's just super difficult to find either the funding or have insurance pay for technology. So what we like to do is we like to give technology a second life. So we will collect or devices, and we have partners throughout the state that provide us donated devices that we will then give out to people who need them. So that is through our reuse program. It's kind of recycling old assistive technology. We have many people who contact us for different devices. One story of that program was that we were able to rehome a Riften adapted bike for a young boy. I believe he was around 5 or 6 years old, and he was able to get an adapted bike. And one of those bikes will cost about $3,000 easy. And we were able to find one of those bikes and rehome it. A second program that we do, which is just in line with reuse, is our Connect with Tech. It's our newest program, and it was our response to COVID-19, where many people needed access to telehealth, communicating virtually, but they didn't have the device to do that. So we were able to collaborate throughout the state to try and get as many tablets as possible. And we were able to ship out, I want to say we're over 40 or 50 tablets at this moment, to Pennsylvanians so that they can connect. And we have many children who apply, and many parents of children with learning disabilities apply to help them have the technology to do virtual education. The third program that I wanted to highlight is our AAC, which means Augmentative and Alternative Communication Evaluations. So our small team is lucky to have 3 phenomenal speech language pathologists, or SLPs. They assist many people with understanding what is AAC, figuring out what type of devices might work for them, what of the several AAC apps would work for them. And we also do fee-for-service evaluations where they will help the family write to the insurance to have insurance help them pay for the device if they need it. It's phenomenal to work on a team also where there are so many people that have so many different disciplines. So we have a blind and low vision therapist on staff. We have someone who focuses in deaf and hard of hearing populations. We have someone who focuses in special education. We have our SLPs on staff. So really we run the gamut when it comes to assistive technology, as well as the diversity of the needs that we can address. And finally, our lending library, which kind of ties everything together. The great thing about our program is that we really try to be as educational as possible. Acquisition of technology is overwhelming, but beyond just the acquisition of technology, it's the price and knowing, is the technology that I'm about to purchase going to actually work for me? So our program, our lending library, is a try before you buy type program where people can loan out and lend, and we lend them devices for 3 weeks and they can test it out to see, does this actually work for me? And then when they have that knowledge that it does or it doesn't, they can find the mediums to then acquire that for themselves. That lending library piece connects everything together. People who are figuring out what AAC app might work for them can lend that through our lending library. Someone that wants to know if telehealth, like a tablet, would work for them, then they can borrow that as well from us. And reused equipment, people can loan out that equipment from us and say, oh, this would really work. Is there any way to get that used as well? And so the lending library is almost like the cherry on top of the entire program, where it's really connecting that piece of financial assistance to make sure that people aren't wasting their money, that educational piece and that training piece that ties the whole program together.
That is wonderful. Regarding the lending library program, if a family feels they need more time, so would you allow them to have the device for more than 3 weeks?
Yes, so that's a really good question. Something that I also like to point out about all our programs is that we are a small team and we are running all of these programs. So there's a lot of individual contact we have. And so everyone usually receives some type of person, most likely my colleague Katie, that reaches out to them to make sure that they got the device, make sure that they're satisfied with the device, and kind of talk about those things. So yes, if someone figures out that they really would like more time to test out that device, they're absolutely able to ask for an extension. But that would be a case-by-case basis.
Oh, that is wonderful. How do programs at TechOwl support inclusion for children with special needs and their families?
Absolutely. TechOwl, we really try to just make sure that everyone is included, and that everyone has those resources. Our staff is so dedicated to making sure that the people that come to us are able to utilize our resources, but we also refer everyone out. If we don't provide that, we will try to find a way that that person or that family will be able to get that resource somewhere else. People are going through so many things right now. Everyone is really stressed, and TechOwl has been blessed to be this program where people can turn to kind of figure out more questions. And so we kind of see ourselves as this almost connecting piece for so many people. And we hope that people can utilize our program to figure out how technology can help them, and also how that they can spread that message to other people as well.
That is wonderful. Technology does play an important role in inclusion. The pandemic has changed our daily lives. It has affected across all settings. How has the pandemic changed the way TechOwl is providing its services?
That's a very good question, and I think that everyone has had to adapt. Luckily, we have been busier than ever with the COVID-19, and we have just nonstop been working. So all of our regional centers, including Philadelphia, went to remote work right at first to the pandemic. Our Philadelphia office is still completely remote. I'm interviewing from my living room actually, and many of our regional centers have gone back into the office. However, our work has been particularly virtual since the pandemic has happened. We have been doing a lot of our client calls, our device demonstrations, any type of communication really with Pennsylvanians has been either on the phone or via Zoom. Um, our lending library has always been a virtual library. We've never had like a public library where someone could just walk in and grab something and then, leave, unless those are like office specific libraries. So our statewide library has always been, we mail it to you and you mail it back to us. And we would give them the labels and they just like, the UPS person just comes and pick it up. So there were already kind of established principles at TechOwl that just like transitioned to remote work beautifully. Others took a little bit of time to kind of perfect. However, we are at this moment unstoppable when it comes to the amount of stuff that we're doing remotely. It's also been wonderful to know that our team not only can provide the services that we've always been providing, but add services. So Connect with Tech, like I mentioned before, was our response to COVID-19, trying to get people access to communicate with their family members, communicate with doctors if they needed to, via use tablets. In addition, we've been able to try to expand our work in the realm of aging. So there's a lot more to come with TechOwl regarding the pandemic that we're currently in.
That is all wonderful information. Where can families and professionals go to access and find additional resources?
Absolutely. So first and foremost, our website is 100% just a wealth of information. Our website is techowlpa.org, and everyone is welcome to go there. At TechOwl, you will find the information is well organized. You can go there to the service tab and find all of the services for an individual that we offer, which is too many to name at the moment. As well as if you're an organization, you can go there as well and figure out and request a training for your staff. You can request technical assistance if you want to talk specifically about technology for specific needs. So it can be a training, it can just be a conversation, like a very intense conversation as well. Training, technical assistance, services, these are all part of the state funding, right? So this is what we are tasked by the state to provide. So those are all free services for Pennsylvanians. As well on the website, you'll be able to see the entire catalog of all of the devices that we have in our lending library, of which you can virtually request. We will ship it to you, ship it back. So our website is just absolutely a place to go. Additionally, for parents who just want to learn a little bit more about technology and assistive technology and what might work for their children or their family members, they can go to the Learn tab. On the Learn tab, we have many trainings about assistive technology, about augmented alternative communication, about digital access, and things of that nature. Beyond just our website, there clearly our social media. I've tried to curate the social media to be specific about assistive technology. So we always recommend people to go to our social media and go to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel has over 50 videos of demonstrating devices, as well as we have a book reading series. We have an AAC series, AAC as augmented alternative communication. So we have different kind of video hubs as well on our YouTube channel. And lastly, people can talk to us in real time on our website. So we have a chat function. So if you just have a question, you're a little bit confused about navigating the website, you can always chat us. There is a little like red icon on the bottom corner of the screen. Always click that. I'm currently like logged into that right now. So anyone can chat us at any time for between 8 and 4. And always drop us a message on any of our social media platforms, and I will get back to them.
Oh, that is wonderful. Do you have any message for families and professionals that are looking to connect with TechOwl?
The only message that I say is contact us. If you have any question, the only dumb question is the question unasked. So we are here to help serve Pennsylvania, and we hope that Pennsylvanians will come and utilize our services, recommend us, as well as empower themselves and their family with assistive technology.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Tom, and thank you to the entire team at TechOwl for supporting Pennsylvanians with technology. I'm really grateful to you for taking time and talking about all these amazing programs at TechOwl. I would encourage our viewers to visit their website to explore the available online resources. I would also like to thank our viewers and supporters at Pennsylvania Community Inclusion for All. If you would like more information about us, please find us on Facebook or visit the PA's Promise for Children website at www.papromiseforchildren.com. Thank you so much, Tom.
Thank you, Sadia.